Hi, it's Dave, and welcome to another episode of Learning to Uke. In these few minutes, we're going to talk about humidifiers, the importance of having a humidifier for your ukulele or guitar, whatever instrument you have. But it is really important that you, in order to maintain your ukulele and to keep it healthy, that you keep a proper moisture level in the ukulele. And now, all kinds of humidifiers and sort of different schools of thought on which humidifier is best for your instrument, and it seems to me that each brand thinks they have the best one. Of course, right? But just through some checking out, having previous instruments in our family, trying out different things, and with my ukulele, what I've really settled on, I quickly ordered an Oasis humidifier, and that's this little baby right here. They were first made for guitars, and then they sort of added a little thing for your strings, so that you'd be able to use this for your ukulele as well. It goes right in the sound hole, and the strings fasten into the little notched area, and so it sits right there and keeps your ukulele healthy. So again, it really depends on where you live, what part of the country you're in, or even in your home, how dry your home is, whether you keep your ukulele on a stand or on a wall or in a case. All those are factors in how to humidify your ukulele. Mine I keep in my case when I'm not practicing and playing it. So, I mean, this works really well. Some folks will just keep a couple of humidifiers, maybe one in the case, one in the sound hole, whatever works best for you. I don't have, I think it's called a hygrometer. If I have that incorrect, feel free to comment and correct me in comments. But I don't have the gauge that tells me what my humidity level is in my case or in my uke. I believe the suggested humidity level is somewhere between 40% to 60% humidity. Anything less than 40%, you run the risk of your ukulele drying out. Anything more than like 55 or 60% humidity, I believe is what it is, you run the risk of the ukulele swelling. So too humidified. So I may pick up one of those in the future. I don't have one right now. I feel like just kind of keeping this little Oasis humidifier in my ukulele kind of works well for me. But I'm going to show you how this works. It's really simple. The Oasis humidifier, inside of this little cylinder are like little, you don't really see them, you can't see them, but they're tiny little like gel little gel balls. And what you do is, inside of the humidifier, when you order an Oasis humidifier, you're given the cylinder, your cap, and of course this instrument that you put on it as well, this little thing that clips into your strings. And you are also given a syringe that you'll use to put distilled water inside of your humidifier. Now, what I do to kind of keep things neat and tidy where I'm at, I keep like my syringe and different things, maybe the cleaning kit for my ukulele. I keep it all right here in this little cool cigar box. Works well for me. So whatever works well for you. You just want to make sure that your stuff's kept clean. So what will happen is, you'll when you first open up your Oasis humidifier, this has some water in it. You can see it's getting a little dry because it's shrinking up like that, but it'll be like totally shrunk in and totally dry. And it takes like, I think, 2 to 3 syringes to fill fill your cylinder the first time. I fill mine like maybe twice a week. I just don't let it get too crinkled up. I sort of stay on it, but it's super easy to use. What I do is I went ahead and I bought a gallon of distilled water. Super important to use distilled water so that the minerals in the water don't gum up your instrument. It leaves some weird residue on the inside and different buildup. So distilled water, and I think this gallon's going to last a long, long time, as long as I'm not drinking it while I'm filling the Oasis humidifier. And then what you'll do is you'll actually have this cap. It'll come separate, but basically you'll just easily put this this little part of the humidifier on it. Sort of, you just pop it right on over. So it's super easy to use. It's recommended that when you fill for the first time, you'll take your syringe, you'll fill it, and you'll probably fill it a second one pretty easily, and it'll look like it's very close to the top. You want to put a cap on the humidifier, tighten it down, and then you'll want to like flick the humidifier when you fill it for the first time. And what it's doing is it's settling those little gel balls in there, little crystals, and it'll actually free up some more space for more water. So you want to make sure you fill it full. And again, I've been using mine for probably about over a month now, so it's been pretty well full most of the time. But just to kind of show you real close, so what I'm doing is I'm filling the cylinder with this distilled water with this syringe, just about almost there. Boy, it was thirsty. I normally don't let it get this low, but it's just about to the top now. And what I'm going to do is tighten it down a little bit. Alright, you can see it's pretty full now. It's not all crinkled up, but I'm going to tap it a few times and get those little crystals in there moving around a little bit. Maybe get them to settle in. Then I'm going to open this up again. You want to make sure you put the cap on before you do that. Otherwise, you will flick water all over the place. And yep, freed up a little bit more space. There, I'm at the very top. So I'm going to put this cap on. Tighten it down really good. You want to make sure that it's tightened down really good because you don't want this cap to be on crooked, or you don't want to give opportunity for any of the water to come out of the cylinder and into your ukulele that could damage your instrument. Then what I do, I just take what's left in the syringe. So I used about just over half of it. Put it right back in. Put my cap on my distilled water. Now, if water had gotten out onto the little hook area here, I would wipe it down with my shirt or something. Reason being, you just want to make sure it's dry before you set it on your strings and in your instrument. This is dry, I didn't have any spillage. Then I'm just going to grab my ukulele really quick. So then you'll take it. It's going to go in between the four strings. So in between string 2 and 3, just like that, and then it will settle in, and then you'll set it right like that. So your strings are right inside, keeping it in place, and it is safe, it's secure, it's not going to fall out, it's not going to leak into your instrument, and it'll keep your instrument from getting thirsty. So, and then I just will put it right back in the case. So hopefully that's helpful. If you're checking out different humidifiers, there's a whole bunch out there. Some are way more complex. Some will actually give you the reading of your humidity level and all that. This one's pretty simple. I feel like it does the job. It's got great reviews, and you can buy it anywhere at a local music store. If you don't have a local music store, you can also buy it online. They're on Amazon. They're pretty much found everywhere. But I would check out your local music store. That's what I'm trying to do when it comes to just buying stuff. I'm really trying to support the local shops and to build relationship with them as well. I hope you find it helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful time with your ukulele. Happy strumming.